Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Hay Springs Hawks basketball 2015. We are here in Gordon for the D212 Subdistrict semifinal between the Hay Springs Hawks and the Sioux County Warriors. Earlier this afternoon, actually just concluding in the top half of this Subdistrict bracket, Crawford punched their ticket to the Subdistrict final with a 53-23 win over the Cody Kilgore Cowgirls. They now await the winner of this game coming up between Sioux County and Hay Springs. It looks to be a matchup of a couple of fairly even teams here, though they have played twice this season, and the Hawks have come out on top both times. But this is district basketball action, and anything can happen. 18 minutes left in the pregame. We'll step aside and be back a little bit later in the pregame with starting lineups in just a little bit here on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Hay Springs Hawks basketball 2015.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Hi, I'm Clint Anderson, and I hope you enjoyed today's game. Wherever we're broadcasting from, you can bet that I got there in a Ford vehicle from Sides & Milburn Ford in Rushville. I've been a Sides & Milburn customer for over 20 years, and I can't imagine going anywhere else to buy or trade vehicles. I may be able to find a cheaper vehicle somewhere else, but the hometown service I get at Sides & Milburn Ford is worth way more than a trip to Rapid City or Denver. I hope you enjoyed today's game. And when you're ready to trade vehicles, stop in and see the good folks at Sides & Milburn Ford in Rushville. Just a little over 16 minutes to the opening tip of today's game between Sioux County and Hay Springs. Pioneer Manor is a premier skilled nursing and assisted living facility located in Hay Springs. We provide rehabilitation services and around-the-clock skilled care in a comfortable and friendly environment. At Pioneer Manor, our guiding principle is to provide outstanding and innovative health care in an environment that remembers the importance of the individual and the family. Our staff of dedicated professionals embodies the values that we cherish most: a nurturing spirit and a commitment to quality. That is the Pioneer Manor in Hay Springs. The Security First Bank of Hay Springs is your hometown bank, proudly supporting the Hawks, their FDIC insured and an equal opportunity lender. Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on. And the Sandhills State Bank in Hay Springs is proud to support the Hawks. Locally owned, locally focused, Sandhills State Bank, the most committed brand in banking. Sandhillsstate.com, member FDIC. And J&L Grocery sells only certified Angus beef, and they make free deliveries. Good luck, Hawks, from Jerry and Lila at J&L Grocery. Max Restaurant supports the Hawks and wishes them luck this postseason. And don't forget to check out their pizza special. That's at Max Restaurant in Hay Springs. And the Bar J Steakhouse is the best little steakhouse in Nebraska. If you're looking for an outstanding eating experience, stop in and see Dawn and Mary at the Bar J Steakhouse in Hay Springs. And Northwest Rural Public Power District says, go Hawks. Just a little over 14 minutes now in the pregame. We'll step aside and be back with some starting lineups in just a minute.
New Holland has equipped farmers with the right technology for over a century and continues to provide smart innovations like our exclusive corn rower attachment for our CR Series Combine. We make certain you have all the tools to grow your bottom line while improving efficiency and productivity, allowing you to work smarter in order to spend more time with the ones you love. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Great Plains Communications.
Great Plains Communications values its Nebraska roots. For 4 generations, family-owned Great Plains Communications has provided local service in Nebraska. For more than 100 years, our technicians have lived and worked in the communities we serve. Local service, Nebraska-owned. Great Plains Communications.
Great Plains Communications. Welcome home.
So just under 10 minutes to go in the pregame warm-ups here. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams here this evening. First, for the Sioux County Warriors, come into this game with a record of 9-11 on the season. Their starting 5 tonight will be number 12, Claire Burr. She is a 5'3" sophomore. Number 15, Abby Meidel, is a 5'6" sophomore. Number 23, Rachel Ellis, a 5'5" sophomore. Number 24 is Kate Kling. She is a 5'6" senior. And number 45, Cindy Mansfield, a 5'7" sophomore. For the Hay Springs Hawks, they come into tonight's game with a record of 9 wins and 12 losses. Their starting 5 this evening, number 14, Kate Roberts. She is a 5'11" senior. She averages 10 points and 7 rebounds per game. Number 20 is Emma Roberts, a 5'9" freshman. She's averaging 8 points and 4 rebounds per game. Number 30 is Sydney Jancic. She is a 5'7" senior. Number 32, Whitney Hiding, a 5'6" senior. Whitney averages 10 points and 4 rebounds per game. And rounding out the starting 5, number 44, Tana Badge. She is a 5'9" sophomore. As I mentioned earlier, these two teams have met twice this season. They met on January 19th. Hay Springs came out on top in that game by a final score of 39-15. And in the second game, January 30th, Hay Springs won that one 58-36. So it's the 9-12 Hay Springs Hawks, the 9-11 Sioux County Warriors, and we are 8 minutes away from the opening tip of this evening's game. Glad to have you along with us here on Sheridan County JournalStar.net coverage of Hay Springs Hawk Basketball 2015. And if you're a Twitter follower, fire off a tweet now and give a shout out to your favorite team. Make sure that you include the Twitter handle at SC Journal Star. Our filter will pick that up. We'll have a ticker running at halftime, and we'd love to tell everybody where you're watching from and who you're cheering for this evening. And if you're not a subscriber to the Sheridan County Journal Star, you certainly should be. Get all the news that is news in Sheridan County and get it first and in your inbox every week by subscribing to the online edition. This week's Wednesday paper already available this afternoon. And the benefit of the online edition is that it is in full and glorious color for your reading enjoyment. Check it out at SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. Both teams have headed to the locker room for their last-minute pep talks. Just under 7 minutes to go in the pregame. We'll step aside and we will be back with the introductions of the starting lineups in just about 6.5 minutes. You're watching Sheridan County JournalStar.net coverage of Hay Springs Hawk Basketball 2015. Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville is your Sheridan County Ford dealer. They have an excellent service department that works on all makes and models. So why would you drive hours to buy a car from someone you will never see again when you can do business locally with a dealer who will stand behind their product and has the service department to back it up? Sides and Milburn Ford will help you find the right vehicle, and they will do it with the personal touch that only your hometown dealer can provide. Stop in at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. They're the people you can trust.
When it comes to your land, it pays to be smart. At New Holland, smart means giving you a wide range of options to fit your needs, like smooth cutting, plug-free conditioning, and versatility. Smart means putting more hay in the bale and leaving less in the field. It also means providing exceptional after-sales support and growing a legacy that goes far beyond equipment. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Great Plains Communications.
GPC TV is proud to announce our brand new weather feature on Channel 2. It is now your 24/7 location for current, local, and national weather using advanced satellite imaging. From today's temperature to the full 5-day forecast, GPC TV has you covered. We will continue to air local sports and your favorite Husker programs. The other providers simply can't compete. When you need weather now, you need GPC TV on Channel 2.
Well, as you may have noticed, Great Plains Communications, one of our new sponsors towards the latter part of this season. Glad to have them partnering with us on these broadcasts as they have started picking up replays of our broadcasts and airing them on Great Plains Communications Local Access Channel 2. And this week, through tomorrow night, I believe, it is Hay Springs versus Potter Dix. That game, both boys and girls, airing at 7 o'clock nightly. Check your local listings as they will continue to air more of those games in the coming weeks. Glad to have you along with us. Just under 2 minutes in the pregame here. As the teams get ready to head to the benches and we get ready to introduce the starting lineups. Let's take a quick look one last time before we get things started. For the Sioux County Warriors, it'll be number 12, Claire Burr, number 15, Abby Meidel, number 23, Rachel Ellis, number 24, Kate Kling, and number 45, Cindy Mansfield. For the Hay Springs Hawks, number 14, Kate Roberts, number 20, Emma Roberts, number 30, Sydney Jancic, number 32, Whitney Hiding, and number 44, Tana Badge. And as opposed to regular season games, even though everybody's ready to go, we've got to allow the clock to wind its way all the way down before we can get the introduction started. And so another 25 seconds to the official start of this evening's game. Again, if you're a Twitter follower, fire off a tweet now and let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Make sure you include at SC Journal Star in your tweet, and we'll have the ticker running at halftime. We'd like to know where everyone is watching from this evening. We'll turn it over to the public address announcer for the introductions of the starting lineups.
Of the D212 Subdistricts between Sioux County Warriors and Hay Springs Hawks. Hay Springs will be the visitors. Their starting lineup, number 14, Kate Roberts, a 5'11" senior. Number 20, Emma Roberts, a 5'9" freshman. Number 30, Cindy Jancic, a 5'7" senior. Number 32, Whitney Heidi, a 5'6" senior. And number 44, Tana Page, a 5'9" sophomore. The
the starting lineups, and we are just about ready to get this D212 semifinal game underway. In case you missed it earlier, the Crawford Rams punched their ticket to the Subdistrict final with a 53-23 victory over the Cody Kilgore Cowgirls in the game just before this one. So Abby Mydell will jump it up against Kate Roberts. 8 minutes on the clock, and we are just about underway. First quarter, and here we go. The opening tip controlled by the Hawks, and then Emma Roberts throws this one away and turns it over. They'll give it back to Sioux County. The Hawks now going to come out in some full court pressure. As this is Kate Kling, she gets it ahead to Claire Burr. Burr across to Ellis. Ellis goes inside, shot up, and that won't go. Another shot that won't go. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds off of the Hay Springs Hawks, and it will be Warrior basketball. 7:35 to go in the first quarter. This is Ellis to inbound. Ellis gets it in to Mansfield. Mansfield up top for Burr. Now Burr will set the offense. Burr in the corner for Ellis. Ellis for Mansfield. She finally tracks it down out near half court. She's guarded closely by Kate Roberts. Burr bails her out and gets it to Kate Kling. Kling to Mydell. And now back to Burr. Here's Ellis inside for Mansfield. Now back out to Ellis. Three-pointer on the way, and that is good. Rachel Ellis gets the Warriors on the board first with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's 3-0 Sioux County. There's a tip basketball, and the takeaway by Ellis. Tipped out of bounds by the Hawks. It'll stay with the Warriors. Kling looks to inbound it. She'll throw it across to Ellis. Ellis up the left side, leaves it for Burr. Now for Kling. Kling to Mansfield up top, and now back to Burr. Man-to-man defense by the Hay Springs Hawks. 6:35 to go in the first quarter. This is Mydell, leaves it for Burr, and now to Kling. Kling to Mansfield. Good ball movement here by the Warriors. Burr inside, and Tana Bad's going to be called for the reach-in foul as she was trying to deny that entry pass. And that'll be the first on Tana Bad. 6:23 to go, 3-0. Sioux County with the early lead. They go over the top to Mansfield. One dribble and nearly taken away, but Burr tracks it back down. Now Ellis on the left wing. Back up top for Mansfield. Mansfield guarded closely by Kate Roberts. Now she dribbles in, and she'll kick it back out for Ellis. Back to Mansfield. And we're going to get a 5-second call on Mansfield as she was guarded closely that time by Kate Roberts and held the ball for 5 seconds. And the Hawks get the turnover. 5:57 to go. Now some pressure by the Warriors. Emma Roberts dribbles through it, drives to the baseline, and she's going to draw a foul on one of the Warriors. It'll be on the floor, so Hay Springs ball out of bounds. The referee has to wait for the traffic to clear. They'll call that foul on Rachel Ellis. That is her first. 5:49 to go. Quick shot off the inbounds by Hiding. That won't go, and it's rebounded by Abby Mydell. There's a takeaway by Sydney Jancic. Up and good. Sydney Jancic puts the Hawks on the board. It's 3-2 with 5:37 to go. There's another takeaway. Jancic's shot won't go. The rebound and the putback by Emma Roberts is good. And just like that, the Hawks take the lead 4-3 with 5:24 to go. Hawks back into that full court pressure. Warriors dribble through it. They get it ahead to Ellis. She lays it up. Shot too strong off the front of the rim. And now the Hawks going to pull it back. And Whitney Hiding brings it up the floor. Dangerous pass pulled down by Emma Roberts. Inside to Kate Roberts. One dribble, shot partially blocked. Tana Badge with a rebound. Can't get the shot to go. And they're going to say that Kling was on the line. And it'll be Hay Springs Hawk basketball. Now into the game comes Becky Watson. She takes the place of Cindy Mansfield, who heads to the bench. So Jancic into Emma Roberts. Shot up and good. Emma Roberts with 4 points in the early going, and it's a 6-3 lead. 4:52 to go in the first quarter. Ellis gets it across the timeline, works it up the left side, and tosses it back to Kling. Now to Burr, and now out to Mydell. To her left, and to Kling. Onto the wing for Ellis. Ellis drives baseline. Shot blocked by Kate Roberts. They get it to Whitney Hiding, and she'll bring it up across the timeline with 4:27 to go in the first quarter. Emma Roberts, as the Hawks work against this zone defense. Tana Badge tried to get it to Kate Roberts. She'll save it back in, but not for long. It sails out of bounds. Hawks turn it over, and it'll be Warrior basketball with 4:16 to go in the first quarter. It's a 6-3 Hay Springs Hawk lead. Ellis into Burr. Back to Ellis. Hawks trying to cause the Warriors some heartburn by pressuring that full court defense. Here's a three-pointer on the way, and that won't go, and a foul going to be called on Abby Mydell. That is her first. So 4:03 to go, 6-3 Hawks. And now we've got a substitute as Angela Johnson comes in. She'll take the place of Rachel Ellis. So Emma Roberts, she's trapped, gets it back to Jancic, ahead to Tana Badge. Tana Badge ahead to Kate Roberts behind the defense. Roberts up with a shot, but she is fouled. Kate Roberts will head to the free throw line. Give that foul to Angela Johnson. And it puts Kate Roberts at the free throw line for 2 shots. 3:55 to go first quarter. Hay Springs leads it 6-3. First free throw up and good for Kate Roberts. Makes it a 4-point ball game. 7-3 with 3:55 to go. Second free throw also good by the senior. And it's an 8-3 ball game. There's a tip ball by Jancic, but out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Warriors. So now Kling to inbound it. She'll get it into Johnson. Johnson back to Kling, quickly up the floor. Ahead, shot, that won't go. The rebound and the putback is good. That's Abby Mydell, and she's got 2 points. 8-5 now. 3:35 to go, and there's a turnover by the Hawks. Here's Mydell back to the basket, up and good. Abby Mydell with 4 quick points. And the scoreboard is incorrect. It should be 8-7. Hawks with the 1-point lead. They gave some points to the wrong team on the scoreboard. 3:26 left to go here in the first quarter. Security First Bank of Hay Springs is your hometown bank. Proudly supporting the Hawks, they're FDIC insured and an equal opportunity lender. Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on. And J&L Grocery sells only certified Angus beef, and they make free deliveries. Good luck, Hawks, from Jerry and Lila at J&L Grocery. Now they have the scoreboard corrected. It is 8-7. The Hawks lead it by 1. We do both the Mustangs and the Hawks, and some of those habits are hard to break. Kate Roberts quickly ahead to Jen Sherbarth. Sherbarth leaves it for Roberts. Outside, Whitney Hiding for 3. That one's off the back iron, no good. Burr crashes in for the rebound, but she hits the floor and she's called for traveling, and it'll stay with the Hay Springs Hawks. Jancic to inbound it. Goes over the top to Hiding. Hiding drives in. Now she'll kick it across. Sydney Jancic behind the line for 3. That's no good. A rebound, and now quickly out. Here's Mydell behind everyone. Lays that one up, and good for 2 more. Abby Mydell with 6 points, and it's a 9-8 lead for Sioux County. Whitney Hiding quickly ahead to Jen Sherbarth. Sherbarth with the left hand, dribbles in, has it poked out of there, picked up by Hiding. Back up top for Jancic and around to Emma Roberts. Now into Hiding. Jumper, good. Whitney Hiding answers right back with her first 2 of the ball game, and it's a 1-point Hay Springs lead at 10-9. Here's a steal by Whitney Hiding, and I think they're going to call Whitney for the foul here. No, they give that to foul to Kate Kling, and that is her first, and that is the 4th team foul now on the Warriors. Now Mansfield back in. They get it into Kate Roberts. Whitney Hiding. Shot up, that one no good, and rebounded by Ellis. Ellis across to Kling. Kling brings it across. Tries to feed it in to Johnson, has it taken away. Here's Emma Roberts, one-on-one. Emma all the way in, makes a nice move, off glass and good. Emma Roberts with 6 points, and there's a steal by Jancic. Back to Hiding, up and good. 2 more for Whitney Hiding, she has 4, and it's a 14-9 Haysprings Hawk lead. Ahead to Ellis. Mansfield in the lane, shot up, no good, and Whitney Hiding clears the rebound for the Hawks. Whitney Hiding down the left side to Sydney Jancic. Back to Hiding. 1:48 to go in the first quarter. Emma Roberts with the shot, misses everything, but there's Sydney Jancic to gather in the rebound. Up top for Sherbarth. Hiding. Jancic. They feed it inside for Kate Roberts, but it's knocked away. And coming out of there with it is Rachel Ellis. Ellis down the right side. Now she'll find Johnson and back to Ellis. Ellis to Mansfield, loses the handle, and she'll get it gathered back up, but now she's hung up and in trouble. Kate Roberts guarding her closely, and now Roberts going to be called for the reach-in foul. And that is the first on Kate Roberts, and the second team foul on the Hawks. Now 3 fresh Warriors into the game. One of those, Maddie Rodenbaugh, number 14, her first action of the evening. 1:10 to go, first quarter. 14-9, Haysprings. Meidel leaves it for Burr. On the wing for Johnson. Now back to Rodenbaugh and inside for Ellis. They'll kick it back out for Johnson. 3-pointer. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped around, pulled out of there by Whitney Hiding. 50 seconds for the Hawks to work. Quickly ahead to Emma Roberts. Emma going to pull it back. Whitney Hiding to Jancic on the right wing and back across to Hiding. 43 seconds as Sherbarth dribbles in, and she stepped on the end line, and they'll turn it over to Sioux County. 39 seconds now left to go in the first quarter. Now into the game comes Haley Summers. She'll replace Sherbarth in the Haysprings lineup. And now Kate Kling back into the lineup for Sioux County. Into Burr. Burr in the corner. Now across to Johnson. Johnson finds Kling, and she'll bring it across. Kling back to Burr between the circles. This is Kling, shot up, and she is fouled. And Kate Kling will head to the free throw line. And that's the second foul on Kate Roberts. Not something that the Haysprings Hawks are interested in having, and that's Kate Roberts in foul trouble. First free throw is up and good by Kate Kling. That is her first point of the evening. Kate Roberts heads to the bench. She's replaced by Tana Badge. So Kate Roberts on the bench with 2 fouls as both free throws are good. That makes it a 3-point game at 14-11. So both these teams trying to pressure the other, create difficulty, and they get the turnover that time as Sydney Jancic called for the traveling call. 18 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 14-11. Haysprings leads this one by 3. Kling gets it in to Johnson. Johnson sets the offense. And back to Kling on the right wing. This is Meidel. Meidel with 5 seconds to go. Not sure that they know what time it is. Johnson with the shot at the buzzer, rattles out, no good. And Haysprings leads it after 1. It's the Haysprings Hawks 14 and the Sioux County Warriors 11 here on Sheridan County JournalStar.net coverage of Haysprings Hawks basketball 2015.
Cheer for your team and be there for all of the excitement. championship ticket information, visit the Nebraska School Activities Association's website.
So we are ready to start the second quarter. Hay Springs leads it 14-11. Sioux County will have the basketball as we get things underway here in the second quarter. They get it into Kling. Kling works to the left. And there's a pass tipped and taken away by Sydney Jancic. Whitney Hiding brings it across the timeline, and the Hawks go to work on offense. On the wing for Tana Badge. Baseline. Emma Roberts, three-pointer for Hiding. That won't go. And Kling with the rebound. Now a battle for it. Jump ball called. It'll be Hay Springs basketball. 7:41 to go, just underway in the second quarter. And now Devin Sanderson, number 22, into the game. She takes the place of Angela Johnson. So liberal substitutions by this Sioux County team. They go across to Jancic, up top for Hiding, swing it around. In the corner for Badge. They go inside for Summers. Ball loose on the floor, another tie-up, and this will be Sioux County basketball on the alternating possession. 7:29 to go, second quarter. 14-11, Hay Springs lead. Ellis back to Kling. Now ahead to Ellis, crosses the timeline. Drives down the left side and leaves it back for Burr. Another tip ball. Burr picks this one back up, though, and now she's trapped, dribbles out of trouble, finds Ellis. They go inside. Shot up high off the glass and no good. Out of bounds. It'll be Sioux County basketball. Devin Sanderson put that one up, trying to avoid pressure, but way too high off the glass. But it stays with Sioux County. That one's kicked by Emma Roberts on the inbound attempt. And Sioux County will try it again with 7:09 to go in the second quarter. Ellis to inbound it. Goes inside for Mydell, and I believe we've got another kick. So Emma Roberts making life difficult for Ellis here on the inbound. Now they'll get it into Burr in the corner. And she traveled with it, trying to find somebody to pass that basketball to. Leaned a little too far, lost her balance, and called for traveling. Jancic takes the inbounds pass. They swing it around and back to Whitney Hiding. Jancic now quickly across to Emma Roberts. Puts the ball on the floor and drives in. Kicks it out. Tana Badge, baseline jumper. That one's no good. And it's rebounded out of there by Whitney Hiding. Jancic to Emma Roberts. Free throw line jumper way too hard. And it's pulled out of there by Kling. Kling started to dribble out of trouble. And we're going to get a foul called. I believe this is Tana Badge, and it is. That is Badge's second foul of the game. Emma Roberts now checks out. Kate Roberts comes in to replace her. Watson now back into the game to take the place of Sanderson for Sioux County. So 14 fouls apiece with 6:41 to go in the second quarter. Sydney Jancic narrowly avoided a foul that time. She was going for the steal. Had some contact but not called. Here's Ellis on the wing. Out for Mydell. Mydell drives in and quick jump ball called. Somebody got a hand on it and flipped that ball out of there as Mydell was going down the lane, but a jump ball called. Alternating possession to the Hay Springs Hawks with 6:25 to go. They try to get it ahead to Summers, but it's over her head and taken away by Sioux County. Now Ellis flips it ahead. That one's tipped out of there and picked up by Kate Roberts. Roberts ahead to Jancic, but there's Mydell to take it back. 6:10 to go. Both teams playing high-pressure, full-court defense here as Berg gives Jancic the slips and gets it ahead to Ellis. Ellis inside, tipped away by Summers. Good defensive play. Badge comes out of there with it, and Hay Springs back with the basketball with 5:52 to go. No scoring. We're almost a fourth of the way through the second quarter. That one's out of bounds off of the Hawks, and it'll be Sioux County basketball. Now Ellis heads to the bench, and Johnson back in. And Badge to the bench for Hay Springs. As Jen Sherbarth back into the game now. Here's Kling working against Hiding. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson across to Burr. And on the wing for Kling. Kling to Meidel. Meidel drives in. She's tied up and it has it taken away on a nifty defensive move by Whitney Hiding. Hiding ahead to Jancic with 5:19 to go. Hiding across to Sherbarth. Jen Sherbarth leaves it for Summers. Shot up, good! Haley Summers knocks that one down. And that's the first scoring of the second quarter. Extends the Hay Springs lead to 16-11. It's now a 5-point lead for the Hawks. Here's Johnson in, leaves it up top for Burr. Kling for three. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebound battled for by Summers. She can't pull it out of there. Now another three-pointer. That one's thrown up and no good. Meidel with the rebound and the putback. Abby Meidel has 8 points, and it's back to a 3-point game at 16-13. Whitney Hiding over the top to Kate Roberts. Now she finds Jancic coming down the right side. Jancic back to Roberts at the top of the key. Hiding, they swing it around. Sherbarth back to Hiding. Hiding wants to take that three-pointer. They won't let her get enough room to take it. Hiding back to Sherbarth. Inside for Summers. Up strong, can't get the shot to fall, but Haley Summers heads to the free throw line for 2 free throws. They give that foul to Kate Kling, and that is her second. It is the 5th team foul for Sioux County. 4:13 to go, 16-13, and a pair of free throws here for Haley Summers. First one is up, rattles out, no good. And at the next dead ball, Emma Roberts will come in to replace Haley Summers. Summers missed them both. This one's tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off Sherbarth. It'll be Sioux County basketball. Emma Roberts checks in with 4:12 to go in the second quarter. And now we've got a timeout called on the floor. 4:12 left to go second quarter. It's Hay Springs 16 and Sioux County 13. Pioneer Manor is a premier skilled nursing and assisted living facility located in Hay Springs. We provide rehabilitation services and around-the-clock skilled care in a comfortable and friendly environment. At Pioneer Manor, our guiding principle is to provide outstanding and innovative health care in an environment that remembers the importance of the individual and the family. Our staff of dedicated professionals embodies the values that we cherish most: a nurturing spirit and a commitment to quality. That is the Pioneer Manor in Hay Springs. 4:12 to go first quarter. 3-point Hay Springs lead. 5 team fouls on Sioux County and 4 team fouls on the Hay Springs Hawks. They get it in to Johnson. Johnson to Meidel, and Meidel is going to be pushed by Emma Roberts. Emma picks up her first foul of the game. Team fouls now tied at 5. As they get it into Burr, and she works up the left side. Gets it across to Johnson. Johnson between the circles now. High post. Shot high off the glass again. That won't go. Tipped out of bounds. Hay Springs basketball. That was Watson on the shot high off the glass. And so now Hay Springs goes to work against the pressure of Sioux County. Ahead to Whitney Hiding. Hiding. And that one's tipped away, but Jen Sherbarth heads up play, picks that one up. Here's Emma Roberts. High post for Sherbarth. Says nobody's going to guard me, I'll shoot it. And the shot, the rebound, a tie-up, and alternating possession back to the Warriors. 13-16, 3:36 to go in the second quarter. Johnson across to Kling. Kling works against Whitney Hiding. Gets it to Burr. Burr works against Jancic. Hawks have been in this man-to-man defense the whole way. Hands it off to Burr. Contact in the lane, and free throws for Burr. Give that foul to Jen Sherbarth. That is her first. And Claire Burr with her first free throw attempt of the game. 3:20 to go, 16-13, Hay Springs. As the first one's off the back iron and no good. As now Rachel Ellis back in and Angela Johnson to the bench. So Burr with one more free throw. And that one also off the back iron, rebounded by Sydney Jancic. Hiding will get it ahead to Emma Roberts. Emma goes inside for sister Kate Roberts, and boy, these guys are quick on the tie-up call tonight. This one alternating possession back to the Haysprings Hawks with 3:10 to go. They get it into Hiding. Hiding muscles up the shot. Good. Whitney Hiding has 6. And the lead back to 5 at 18-13. Ellis crosses the timeline now and across to Kling. Kling, nobody in front of her, drives to the free throw line, finds Mydell. Her shot off the mark and rebounded by Whitney Hiding. Hiding guarded closely by Mydell, ahead to Jancic. Inside, Kate Roberts, left hand, up and good. Kate Roberts with 4, and it's now a 7-point lead. That's the biggest of the game for the Hawks at 20-13 with 2:35 to go before the half. Burr crosses the timeline, switches to her left hand, and brings it between the circles. Ellis on the left wing now. Top of the key, this is Watson. Leaves it for Burr. Tipped out of there and taken away by Sydney Jancic, and then she throws it away. Jancic turned to toss it to Kate Roberts. Her momentum was headed down the floor, and they turn it right back. 2:18 to go in the second quarter. 20-13 Haysprings. Burr out and Johnson back in now. Ellis gets it into Kling. And across to Johnson between the circles. Here's Ellis with it on the right wing. Up top for Mansfield. Mansfield guarded closely and leaves it for Johnson. On the wing, that's Kling. Up top for Watson. Good patient offense here and good ball movement by the Warriors. Mansfield back out at the top of the key. Johnson. Haysprings playing good solid man-to-man defense here. There's a shot up and good. I believe that was Kling on the shot. And Kate Kling with 4 points, 20-15. Hiding crosses the timeline and Haysprings goes to work on offense. Jancic with a minute and a half to go. Inside for Kate Roberts, poked out of there. And now Kate gets it back, tie-up called, and it's going to be Warrior basketball. 1:24 to go, second quarter. Haysprings by 5, 20-15. Johnson across to Mansfield. Turns, gives it back to Kling. Kling guarded by Hiding. Ahead to Ellis. Ellis to Mansfield, top of the key. Finds Johnson in the lane. That one's stripped out of there. And out of bounds off of Haysprings. Sydney Jancic, I believe, reached in and stripped that ball away. 1:09 to go before the half. Ellis looks, finds Kling. She drives into the paint, puts up the little runner. That one's off no good, but there's Watson for the rebound. Johnson to Kling at the top of the key. And Kling has it slapped away. Now it's poked out of there by Jancic and out of bounds. And it'll be Sioux County basketball with 55 seconds left to go. And a 5-point Haysprings lead. Mansfield now out of the game. And I believe it's Mydell who came in to take her place. Here's Ellis, right wing. Inside for Mydell. Shot up too hard and tipped out of bounds. It'll be Haysprings basketball with 45 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Emma Roberts across to Sydney Jancic. Down the floor to Jen Sherbarth. That's tipped out of bounds off of Ellis. Hawks maintain possession with 41 seconds to play. Now Sherbarth out and Tana Badge back in there. Tana back in and playing with 2 fouls along with Kate Roberts. They go inside for Kate Roberts. Shot up and good. Kate Roberts with 6 points and the lead is back to 7 at 22-15. Ellis back to Kling. Across to Johnson. Johnson down the right side. Dribbles in. Kicks it out. 3-pointer by Kling. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by Tana Badge with 19 seconds to play in the first half. Emma Roberts up the floor. Crosses the timeline. Switches hands. 12 to go. Tana Badge back to Jancic. Top of the key. They swing it around. Hiding inside to Kate Roberts. Poked away with 4 seconds to go. tossed around. And last second shot at the buzzer going to be well short. And Hay Springs leads it at the half, 22-15 here on Sheridan County JournalStar.net coverage of Hay Springs Hawk Basketball 2015. It's here. The new 2015 F-150 is now available at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. The aluminum frame makes this truck 700 pounds lighter. It has the V6 EcoBoost engine and a 6-speed automatic transmission, along with satellite radio, sync, a rear view camera, and remote start. It even has LED cargo box lighting. Stop in and see the new F-150 at Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
New Holland has equipped farmers with the right technology for over a century and continues to provide smart innovations like our exclusive corn rower attachment for our CR Series Combine. We make certain you have all the tools to grow your bottom line while improving efficiency and productivity, allowing you to work smarter in order to spend more time with the ones you love. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Great Plains Communications.
Great Plains Communications values its Nebraska roots. For 4 generations, family-owned Great Plains Communications has provided local service in Nebraska. For more than 100 years, our technicians have lived and worked in the communities we serve. Local service, Nebraska-owned. Great Plains Communications.
Great Plains Communications. Welcome home.
Again, if you're a Twitter follower, get those tweets in now. We'll have the ticker running off and on here through the rest of the halftime break. 8 minutes left to go in the half. And the Hawks lead this one 22-15. Make sure you include at SC Journal Star in your tweet so that our filter will pick it up. And glad to have Austin Wires with us tonight from South Dakota, away at college, and congratulations to Austin, as we understand that he will be getting married this next summer. So glad to have a loyal listener along with us from far away, and whether you're watching from across the street, across the state, or across the country, glad to have you with us tonight. And fire off a tweet that includes the at SC Journal Star hashtag, and we'll get those tweets on the halftime ticker. Just over 7 minutes left in the halftime break. Gives us an opportunity to remind you that the Security First Bank of Hay Springs is your hometown bank, proudly supporting the Hawks, they're FDIC insured, and an equal opportunity lender. Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on. J&L Grocery sells only certified Angus beef, and they make free deliveries. Good luck, Hawks, from Jerry and Lila at J&L Grocery. And Max Restaurant supports the Hawks and wishes them luck this postseason. And don't forget to check out the pizza specials at Max Restaurant in Hay Springs. And the Bar J Steakhouse is the best little steakhouse in Nebraska. If you're looking for an outstanding eating experience, stop in and see Don and Mary at the Bar J Steakhouse in Hay Springs. And Northwest Rural Public Power District says, go Hawks. Say thanks to sponsors of today's action, as they are the ones that make it possible for us to bring these games to you on a cold and breezy February evening. Hay Springs leads this one at the half, 22-15. I really like those. Yeah, they're pretty high quality.
Cheer for your team and be there for all of the excitement. For championship ticket information, visit the Nebraska School Activities Association's website.
So let's take a look at unofficial halftime scoring totals. First for the Hay Springs Hawks, 3 players with 6 points. Kate Roberts, Emma Roberts, and Whitney Hiding, all with 6. Sydney Jancic and Haley Summers, each with 2 points to round out the scoring for the Hawks. And in the first half, Hay Springs 2 for 4 from the free throw line. For the Sioux County Warriors, it's Abby Mydell leading the way. She's got 8 points. Kate Kling has 4 and Rachel Ellis with 3. And the Sioux County Warriors also 2 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half. Just under 4.5 minutes left to go in the halftime break. Just enough time for you to run to the refrigerator and grab a quick snack and be back in time for the start of the second half. Thanks again for joining us here on Sheridan County JournalStar.net coverage of Hay Springs Hawk Basketball 2015. And again, like to remind you that if you're not a subscriber to the Sheridan County Journal-Star, you certainly should be. Check it out at SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions and sign up for the online edition, available anytime, anywhere, and in full and glorious color. That's SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. 3.5 minutes left to go in the halftime break. We'll step aside one last time and be back for the start of the third quarter. At the half, it is Hay Springs 22 and Sioux County 15. And glad to see we've got some Sioux County Warrior fans tuned in this evening. Glad to have you along with us. And thanks for letting us know that you're watching. Well, let's take a look at the bracket one more time here. Earlier today, it was Crawford defeating Cody Kilgore 53-23. They advanced to the Subdistrict final Thursday evening at 6 o'clock back here in Gordon. And they will face the winner of this game between Sioux County and Hay Springs. Again, that game 6 o'clock p.m. this Thursday, just 2 days from now. As we get ready to head to the third quarter, Hay Springs leads it at the half, 22-15. So as we get ready to head to the third quarter, I'd like to say thank you to Jesse Badge, doing a great job bringing you some outstanding video action here this evening. Young Jessie, an 8th grader at Hay Springs, and she'll be playing basketball next year, I'm sure, in this same situation a year from now. So glad to have her helping us out here this season. I'm Clint Anderson, along with you on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net coverage of Hay Springs Hawk Basketball 2015. Just about ready to get this third quarter underway. We start the third quarter and the Hawks holding a 7-point lead, 22-15. The winner advances and the loser ends up going home, and that, folks, is the sad part about high school basketball, is that there are only 6 teams that are going to end their season with a win. Everybody else ends up with a loss, and that's just the way that it is. But a lot of good basketball yet to be played, and it's been a great season for these Hay Springs Hawks. So we are underway. Hay Springs with the basketball. Emma Roberts on the wing. Skip pass across to Jancic in the corner. Tana Badge, baseline jumper, up and good. Tana Badge with her first points of the evening. And it puts the Hawks up by 9, their biggest lead of the game, as Mansfield can't get the shot to fall. There's Mydell with the rebound, too far underneath the basket to do much with it. And the rebound pulled out of there. Hiding quickly ahead to Emma Roberts. They swing it around. Jancic dribbles to her left. Now back up top for Hiding. In the corner for Emma Roberts. Jancic gets it across to Hiding. Emma Roberts on the right wing, tries to go inside for Kate Roberts. It's tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Kate Roberts. There were half a dozen hands in there, and they're going to say Kate tipped it out of bounds. 6:59 to go, 24-15. Mansfield takes that pass, and now she's hung up. Gets it ahead to Ellis. Crosses the timeline. And now Burr picks it up between the circles. Burr gets a nice pick down the lane. Tipped out of bounds by Emma Roberts with the quick hands. It'll stay with Sioux County with 6:42 to go in the third quarter. Ellis to inbound. Gets it into Kling. And across to Burr. Back to Ellis. Mydell, top of the key. Looks inside for Kling in the paint. Shot up, and that one's no good. And going to be rebounded by Emma Roberts. Emma finally gets it across to Sydney Jancic. She finds Whitney Hiding coming down the left side. Whitney all the way in. Now she'll kick it back out. Jancic, three-pointer up and off the front of the rim, but there's Emma Roberts with the rebound. Emma gets it out to Jancic, across to Whitney Hiding. Hiding. Emma Roberts baseline jumper, but she is fouled. Emma Roberts heads to the free throw line for her first free throws of the evening. They give that foul to Abby Mydell, and that is her second. So Emma Roberts with 6 points, and that one's off the front of the rim. 24-15 with 6:06 to go in the third quarter. Roberts, second free throw off the back iron this time, but rebounded by Kate Roberts. She tries to toss it out of there, but she's called for the traveling violation, and they'll give it back to Sioux County. Hay Springs continues to bring that full court pressure over the top and taken away by Emma Roberts. Jump ball called. Roberts hits the floor hard. She's up, and everything seems to be moving the right direction for her. Now she'll head to the bench, pointing actually to a left hand. Not sure what she did there. As Emma will sit down for a bit, she's replaced by Jen Sherbarth. So Emma Roberts holding a left hand over there. Not sure what the injury is. Looks like they're going to tape that up, and now we've got a timeout called on the floor, called by Hay Springs. We'll take it with them. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, 24-15. Oh, I see. We're waiting. Got to take a break, and I think maybe we've got blood on the floor is the problem. And, of course, with all the regulations, got to make sure that that is completely cleaned up. So the crew comes out, that does his job, and we're back ready for basketball action. 6 minutes on the dot left to go, third quarter. 24-15, Haysprings by 9, their biggest lead of the game. Johnson switches hands. Now she leaves it for Kling. Across to Ellis. Three-pointer on the way. In and out. No good. Rebounded by Kate Roberts. Roberts to Hiding and quickly ahead to Tana Badge down the right side. Badge to Sherbarth. Has that one tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with, no, it won't stay with the Hawks. They give it back over to Sioux County. Ellis takes the inbounds pass and gets it across to Johnson. Johnson works against Hiding. Hiding with the steal. Hiding drives in. Layup. Good. Whitney Hiding has 8 points. And it's an 11-point Hawk lead at 26-15. And another takeaway, this time again by Hiding, but a jump ball called. And this one's going back the Haysprings Hawk way on the alternating possession. So Whitney Hiding with steals on consecutive possessions. And now she'll inbound the basketball. A big smile on the face of Whitney Hiding. Great to see these young kids having a good time playing basketball. That's the way that it should be, win, lose, or draw. It's supposed to be fun when it's all said and done. And that's what we've got this evening. 5:13 to go, 26-15. And it'll be Sioux County basketball out of bounds as Watson comes in to replace Mansfield now. Klein gets it into Burr. She works against Hiding. Ellis now Hiding, traps her and reaches in. Gets that arm hooked, and Hiding going to be called for her first foul. Emma Roberts has the finger taped up, back into the game. She'll replace Jen Sherbarth. And now we've got a 30-second timeout called by Sioux County. Folks, don't forget that Mac's Restaurant supports the Hawks and wishes them luck this postseason. And, of course, don't forget to check out their pizza specials there at Mac's Restaurant in downtown Haysprings. And J&L Grocery sells only certified Angus beef. And they make free deliveries. Good luck, Hawks, from Jerry and Lila at J&L Grocery. And the Sandhills State Bank in Haysprings is proud to support the Hawks. Locally owned, locally focused, Sandhills State Bank, the most committed brand in banking. Sandhillsstate.com, member FDIC. Kling over the top to Ellis, nearly taken away, but it's tracked down by Burr. She goes to the top of the key for Mydell. Burr traveled with it. A good head fake, but a little bit too good. 4:57 to go. 26-15 Haysprings. Just one team foul apiece as we work our way down towards the halfway mark of the third quarter. Hiding ahead to Emma Roberts. Finds Tana Badge under the basket, and Badge is fouled. She'll have free throws. Going to give this foul to Claire Burr, and that is her first. Puts Tana Badge at the free throw line for the first time this evening. Badge with 2 fouls. Now Emma Roberts back over, checking to make sure that everything is okay, and apparently it is, as the first free throw by Badge is in and out and no good. 4:48 to go. Hawks by 11, 26-15. Low scoring affair here, and she misses everything, and it'll be Warrior basketball. Burr with the inbounds. Ahead to Kling. Kling has it poked away by the Hawks. Taken out of there by Kate Roberts. Finds Whitney Hiding and up the floor quickly. Tana Badge down the right side. She drives in. Kicks it back out. Hiding. Three-pointer. Good! Whitney Hiding for 3. She's got 11 points on the game, and it increases the Haysprings Hawk lead. There's another takeaway by Hiding. Emma Roberts up and a little bit too soft on the attempt, and then Emma going to be called for the foul on the rebound. Emma picks up her second. But the big three-pointer by Whitney Hiding makes it 29-15. It's now a 14-point game with 4:19 to go. Now Johnson into the game. Ellis out along with Burr, as Rodenbaugh back into the game as well. They get it into Johnson. poked out of there again. Hawks doing a great job on the full court pressure, and then Johnson reaches in and draws her second foul. So this full court pressure by the Hawks is really starting to take its toll here, as Hay Springs will have it out of bounds, and now we've got a timeout called by Sioux County. 4:14 to go in the third quarter. Hay Springs 29 and Sioux County 15.
This is my 2012 Ford Focus from Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville. I bought this car for short trips around the area and thought that I was getting an inexpensive disposable car. What I got was a roomy, comfortable, well-built car that gets outstanding fuel economy. It's great for going to Lincoln for a Husker game. I consistently get above 35 miles per gallon, and it comes in a package that is surprisingly comfy and fun to drive. You can test drive a Ford Focus at your Sheridan County Ford dealer. Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville.
So back to action here in the third quarter. 4 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the third, and Hay Springs leads at 29-15. Sioux County, after calling a timeout, Hay Springs has the basketball. Sydney Jancic to inbound it, tosses it in to Tana Badge. Drives to the baseline, now back up top for Jancic. Hiding and around to Kate Roberts. Find Tana Badge all by herself on the weak side. Up and good! Count the basket and one. Tana Badge with a chance for the three-point play. 31-15 with 4:04 to go. They give that foul to Rodenbaugh. That is her first. Badge's free throw off the front of the rim, no good, as Haley Summers now back in the game for Hay Springs. Rodenbaugh on the wing, guarded by Summers. Watson across to Johnson. Kling picks it up now, out on that left wing. Meidel between the circles, puts it on the floor. Drives to the baseline, and now she's hung up, but gets it out to Watson. She puts up the three-pointer. That one falls off, no good. Rebounded by Whitney Hiding. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. 31-15 Hay Springs. Kate Roberts across to Sydney Jancic. Hiding, Badge. Kate Roberts back across to Jancic. Hiding, Roberts again. Shot up, in and out, no good. There's Tana Badge with the rebound, the putback that won't go. Jancic with the off-balance shot, and now we're going to have a foul called, I think, against Kling on the rebound, as Tana Badge was getting pushed around pretty badly. I think that is the third on Kling. We'll take a look. That is Kate Kling, and that is her third. So 3 fresh Warriors into the game. Whitney Hiding off the inbounds, misses it all. Ellis comes out of there with the rebound. Across to Burr. Burr crosses the timeline. Three-pointer from the top of the key, misses the mark. And the rebound going to be out of bounds off of Johnson. It'll be Hawk basketball with 2:52 to go in the third quarter. Emma Roberts checks back in for Hay Springs, takes the place of Tana Badge. Emma takes the inbounds pass. Good ball movement. They get it ahead to Haley Summers. Finds Kate Roberts with a nice pass. Well done, Hawks. Kate Roberts converts that into 2 more points. She's got 8, and it's 33-15 with 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Watson down low. That is Sanderson, but she is fouled. Now the official's going to talk this over, make sure that they get it right. They call that on Summers, and it'll be a 2-shot foul as it puts Sanderson at the line. Devin Sanderson's first free throw falls off, no good. 2:32 to go, third quarter. Second free throw is good. Hawks pulling away, trying to gain a little bit more separation as we wind down the third quarter here. Hiding on the left wing. Haley Summers puts up the quick shot, no good, but there's a Kate Roberts once again with the rebound and the putback. Kate Roberts has 10 points, 35-16 now, as that lead starts to grow, and now we got a traveling call on Burr. She gives it back to the Hawks with 2:11 to go in the third quarter. Good pass by Emma Roberts, finds sister Kate Roberts under the basket. It's good for 2 more. That's 12 for Kate. 2 minutes to go, 37-16. Johnson ahead to Burr. Ellis to the wing, now back up for Sanderson. Sanderson to Burr, has it poked away by Whitney Hiding. And now back to Ellis down the right side, loses it out of bounds. Haysprings basketball with 1:39 to go in the third. Now Burr heads to the bench for a little bit of a breather. They get it into Kate Roberts right at the half-court line. Jancic back to Hiding. Hiding drives in, kicks it out. Emma Roberts across to Jancic. Kate Roberts inside for Summers. Summers is tied up, and the possession arrow goes to Sioux County. 1:27 to go now in a third quarter that has begun to really slow down. 37-16. Hawks lead it by 21. There's a block by Kate Roberts. Pulled out of there by Whitney Hiding. Gets it to Sydney Jancic. Sydney was setting a pick, and Hiding kind of tossed it in her lap as she went by, but they keep possession of it, and they go back to work. There's a near steal by Ellis. Kate Roberts across to Jancic. Jumper in and out, no good. Ball loose and picked out of there, and then Sydney Jancic going to be called for her first foul of the evening. That'll be the 4th team foul of the half on the Hawks. 5 team fouls for Sioux County. Summers out and Badge back in. As this Haysprings Hawk team has come a long, long way. As there's a three-pointer by Kate Kling. Gives her 7. As I started to say, this Haysprings Hawk team has come a long way from when we saw them in the first game of the season at Cody Kilgore. They won that game, but they have certainly improved throughout the season, as there's a shot by Tana Badge that falls short. Kling out with it. Now we've got a 3-on-1. Quickly ahead to Ellis. Ellis can't handle the pass, out of bounds, and it'll be Haysprings basketball with 23 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 37-19 is the score. Emma Roberts with 21 seconds. Jancic has it. She'll cross the half-court line and get it back to Hiding with 13 to go. Roberts kicks it out for Badge. Badge in the corner with 7 seconds left. Emma Roberts inside for Kate Roberts. In the paint, shot won't go. Rebounded by the Warriors, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. Haysprings extends the lead. It's 37-19. They finished the third quarter on a 15-4 run, and they extend that lead to 37-19. We head to the fourth here on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Haysprings Hawk Basketball 2015.
Great Plains Communications.
GPC TV is proud to announce our brand new weather feature on Channel 2. It is now your 24/7 location for current, local, and national weather using advanced satellite imaging. From today's temperature to the full 5-day forecast, GPC TV has you covered. We will continue to air local sports and your favorite Husker programs. The other providers simply can't compete. When you need weather now, you need GPC TV on Channel 2.
So we head to the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play for one of these teams. Haysprings leads this one 37-19. 5 team fouls for Sioux County, 4 team fouls for Haysprings. Haysprings will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. as we get the final session underway here. They get it into Badge and across to Sydney Jancic. Jancic back up to Emma Roberts, Hiding at the top of the key. In the corner for Badge and back to Hiding. In the corner for Badge. Skip pass across to Jancic. Back to Emma Roberts. Emma Roberts drives in, shot up, and gets the friendly roll. It is good. Emma with 8 points now in the game. 39, should be, I think they went the wrong way with the score that time. Should be 41, I believe. As there is a three-pointer. I think that was Kling again. 39-22. Here's a takeaway by Ellis. Ellis drives in, loses the handle, gets it back. Now Johnson has it stripped away. Johnson on the floor, and the tie-up called. And it will be Sioux County basketball. 7:11 left to go. 39-22 is the score. And now Johnson needs to tie the shoe, gets that done, and ready for action. Kling up to Johnson. High post for Meidel. Hiding nearly took that one away. Meidel drives around and she's going to draw the blocking foul. They're going to give that foul to Whitney Hiding, and that is her second. 7:02 to go. Ellis over the top, taken away by Kate Roberts. Kate gets it to Sydney Jancic, and she'll bring it up the left side. Haysprings back to work on offense. Hiding on the wing for Emma Roberts. She drives to the baseline, and she is bumped by Watson. Watson going to be called for her first foul, and that is the 6th team foul now on Sioux County. And so the Hawks will be in the 1-and-1 bonus the rest of the way. Rodenbaugh checks in as Ellis heads to the bench. Hiding, jumper in and out, no good. Gets her own rebound. Hiding has it tied up. Now they'll get it back. Tana Badge across to Jancic, and they'll regroup here. Hiding lets the offense reset. Skip pass across to Jancic, back to Badge. Jancic and Badge playing catch over there. Now Hiding. Emma Roberts in the corner, tries to go inside. Ball squirts loose, and a wrestling match on the floor. Tie-up called. Haysprings Hawk basketball once more. 6:18 to go, 39-22. Now Haley Summers checks back in, and Emma Roberts will get a bit of a breather. Jancic into Hiding, three-pointer. That one's off, no good. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. She'll give it to Angela Johnson, and the freshman will bring it up the floor for Sioux County. High post for Rodenbaugh. She'll dribble out of there and have it taken away by Whitney Hiding. Don't know how many steals Whitney Hiding has tonight, but it is a bundle. She has really been hard to handle defensively as Johnson picks up her third foul, and that will put Whitney Hiding at the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. Hiding with 11 points. Now Ellis back in and Rodenbaugh out for Sioux County. 5:57 to go, 39-22. Hiding's first free throw in and out, no good. Rebounded by Kling. Kling tries to make the entry pass, and it's taken away by Tana Badge with 5:45 to go, fourth quarter. Hiding across to Badge. Try to go inside for Summers, and the tie-up called, and this will be Sioux County basketball. Johnson brings it up the floor. She'll go to work. Ellis on the wing, works against Summers. Watson, guarded by Kate Roberts, leaves it for Johnson. Across to Kling. Kling to Meidel, puts it on the floor, drives in, shot up, falls off, no good. Kate Roberts with the rebound, and they're going to say that Ellis reached in, I believe. That is the call. Rachel Ellis with the reach in, and Kate Roberts now with the 1-and-1 opportunity. Kate 0 for 2 from the free throw line so far this evening. Sydney Jancic will head to the bench for a rest as Jen Sherbarth back in there now. And the first free throw rattles off no good, but there's Haley Summers. Turnaround shot won't go. Kate Roberts with the putback. She is fouled, and Kate Roberts heads back to the free throw line, this time for 2 free throws. And that is the 4th foul on Angela Johnson. The first free throw, no good. So Kate Roberts now 2 for 4 from the free throw line. This one up, and this one is good. Makes the score 40-22 with 5:07 to go. Kate Roberts heads to the bench. Johnson throws that one to nobody in particular. Quickly ahead to Whitney Hiding. Avoids a couple of defenders, finds Haley Summers running the floor well, lays it up, and good. Haley Summers with 4 points, and it's a 20-point lead at 42-22 with 4:45 left to go in the 4th quarter. Johnson on the wing for Ellis. Back up top for Kling. This is Mydell in the paint. Shot up, and she is pushed. Fouled on the shot. And so Mydell will head to the free throw line. They give that foul to Tana Badge. That is her 3rd. So Abby Mydell, and these will be her first free throws of the evening. First one's off the back iron, and no good. 4:34 to go, 4th quarter. And the second one is good. Cuts the lead back to 19. 42-23. Jen Sherbarth dribbles ahead, gets it to Whitney Hiding. She'll bring it down the right side. Drives all the way in. Now she looks to kick it back. Sherbarth shot up, misses, but Tana Badge can't get the follow to go. Another try. Now Summers has it slapped away. She'll try to save it back in, but it's picked up by Kling for Sioux County. 4:13 to go. Kling down the floor, and she traveled with it. 4:09 to go, 42-23, Hay Springs basketball. Well, the winner of this game takes on the top-seeded Crawford Rams to Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Emma Roberts drives in and draws the blocking foul on Watson. That'll send Emma Roberts to the free throw line. Becky Watson picks up her 2nd, and I believe that puts the Hawks into the double bonus. First free throw is off the mark and no good, and they are indeed in the double bonus, as now Katrina Ryan checks into the game for the first time as Sherbarth and Badge head to the bench. Second free throw also no good. So 3:58 to go, 42-23. Johnson, top of the key, picks up her dribble. On the wing for Ellis, 3-pointer, that won't go. And tipped out of bounds. Hawk basketball, 3:43 to go, 4th quarter. Jancic and Sherbarth back in. Emma Roberts and Whitney Hiding head to the bench for the Hawks. Now Burr back in. She takes the place of Watson. They get it into Jancic. Jancic loses it. She'll get it across to Sherbarth. Sherbarth back to Jancic. Jancic picks up her dribble. And now back to Sherbarth, who has it slapped away. Now she'll drive to the baseline, and she'll get Kling for the blocking foul. That will be Kate Kling's 4th. 3:29 to go, 42-23. Jen Sherbarth at the free throw line for 2 free throws. One-handed free throw up and off the mark, no good. And one more coming. Jen Sherbarth with the unconventional one-handed attempt, and that one also falls off, no good. Here's Kling coming back the other way. Kling now playing with 4 fouls as Ryan picks up her first. 3:23 left to go in this one, 42-23. Haysprings with the lead. So Kate Kling with the 1-and-1. First one no good, and we've got a reach-in foul. They're going to call that on Abby Mydell. That is her third, and it will put Haley Summers at the free throw line for 2. She's 0 for 2 tonight. So the Hawks not shooting at a very high level from the free throw line here this evening. And both of those fall no good. And Kate Roberts there with the timely pickup and the putback, 44-23. 3:10 to go. That long two-pointer falls off no good for Burr. Tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Haysprings basketball. Now Quinn Tinsvold into the game, along with Emily Summers. Tinsvold into Sherbarth. Sherbarth hung up now, needs some help. Gets it back across to Ryan. And the clock is ticking, and then a traveling call on Katrina Ryan as the Hawks turn it back over to Sioux County as we're under 3 to go now. 2:56 left to go in the fourth quarter. This will be Kling to inbound it. Goes over the top to Mydell. One dribble, shot up. That won't go. Rebound controlled by Ellis, and she is fouled on the putback. They're going to give that foul to Haley Summers, and that will be her second. The first one is good for Rachel Ellis. She now has 4 points on the game. Ellis with her second. That one also is good. She's got 5 points. 2:52 to go. 44-25. Sherbarth into Haley Summers. Summers scoops it up and crosses the timeline. Summers accelerates all the way in. Left hand up. Won't go. There's Jen Sherbarth with the rebound, and she is fouled on the putback. Jen Sherbarth will head to the free throw line. Give that foul to Angela Johnson, and that is her 5th. So the freshman foul is out. No points, but certainly a big contribution to the game this evening. Sherbarth's first free throw misses everything. Not sure if there's a story behind this one-handed free throw or not. And she missed them both. She's now 0 for 4 from the free throw line. 2:38 to go. Mydell speeds down the lane. Wild shot pulled down by Haley Summers. Gets it across to Jen Sherbarth. She brings it down the left side. Jen Sherbarth now kicks it back to Tinsvold. Across to Ryan. She goes down low, high arcing pass. That's Emily Summers. Up and can't quite get it to go. Haley Summers with the rebound. Shovels it off to Sherbarth. Sherbarth's shot won't go. Haley Summers with the rebound, and she is finally going to be fouled. So good, tough work inside by the Summers girls. Haley heads to the free throw line. She's 0 for 4 from the line tonight. They give that foul to Burr, and that is her second. Well, first free throw is good, so she gets off the hex. She's now 1 for 5. With 2:12 to go, back to a 20-point game at 45-25. Second one short off the front of the rim, controlled by Watson, gets it ahead to Burr. And Burr will bring it up with 2:05 to go. Three-pointer by Ellis. That one's short off the front of the rim, no good. Off the top of the backboard. Haysprings basketball with 2:02 to go. Now Sierra McCants and Sam Kearns check into the game for the Hawks. as Haley Summers and Jen Sherbarth head to the bench, and a job well done this evening. They'll turn it over to the reserves and let them finish this one up with the last 2:02 here of the fourth quarter. Tinsvold in, taken away by Burr, and she's going to be fouled. And that'll be Quinn Tinsvold, who picks up her first foul. Puts Burr at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. She's 0 for 2 so far this evening. 2 minutes on the dot left to go here. First free throw falls off, no good. Rebounded by Ryan. Katrina Ryan quickly up the floor. She's got an open path to the basket. She is fouled by Burr, and I believe Claire Burr just picked up her third foul. That is her third, and it puts Katrina Ryan at the line for 2 free throws. First one, the bank is open for Katrina Ryan, knocks that one down. Makes it 46-25. Ryan lines up the second one, and that one missed the rim, and it'll be Sioux County basketball. They get it into Burr, quickly ahead to Ellis. Ellis ahead to Mydell. Shot up and blocked by Sierra McCants. Went up and made the good block, avoided the foul. And now it'll be Hay Springs basketball. Emily Summers picks it up. Contact by Burr. Now she'll find Katrina Ryan. And Ryan will be fouled by Burr this time. Claire Burr just picked up her fourth. Puts Katrina back at the line for 2 more. She's 1 for 2. 1:37 left to go in this one, 46-25. High arcing shot, misses everything that time for Ryan. Is now Rodenbaugh back into the game. She takes the place of Kate Kling. Kate Kling leaves the game with 10 points, or we assume she's done anyway. Looks like maybe she is. And the second one is off, no good. Kate Kling, the only senior on this Sioux County roster, and being congratulated by her coach. They go inside to Watson. Her shot won't go. Watson comes away with it, and then Katrina Ryan takes it away. 1:20 to go. Ryan brings it up the floor, works against Burr. Ryan dribbling with the left hand, now picks up her dribble, has it slapped out of there, and it'll be Hay Springs basketball with 1:11 to go. 46-25. Hay Springs will move on, and they will face the Crawford Rams on Thursday night at 6 o'clock back here in Gordon. And we certainly hope we're able to bring that action to you. It all depends on sponsorships. Hopefully we can get the sponsors to agree to go one more game with us at least, as now we've got an offensive foul called. And I think they're going to get Emily Summers on the offensive foul. Emily, the senior, as she was actually our filmer for the first game in Cody Kilgore. She had a bet with the coaching staff that if they won that game, she had to go out for basketball. And, of course, they emerged victorious over the Cody Kilgore Cowgirls, and she's been on the team ever since and seeing some good minutes here as they wind the season down. That one's taken away by Katrina Ryan with 52 seconds to go. Throws it over the head of Sam Kearns and out of bounds. It'll go back over to Sioux County. Let's see, we've got Maddie Mydell now into the game, number 13 for Sioux County. Sanderson back in there, as is Mansfield. Watson, three-pointer on the way by Mydell. That one's tipped out of bounds. Who's it off of? They're going to give it to Hay Springs. 42 seconds left to go. 46-25. Quinn Tinsvold nearly traveled, but gets it across to Ryan in the corner for Emily Summers. High across to Tinsvold. That's taken away by Mansfield, and then Tinsvold going to be called for the foul as she was doing battle with Mansfield that time, trying to get that ball back. That will put Cindy Mansfield at the line, and she'll have 2 free throws, as now Sioux County also in the double bonus. So Mansfield up and good. And so she gets on the board late in the game, her first point of the game with 30 seconds left, 46-26. Second free throw off the front of the rim, no good. And we got a foul after the shot. And Quinn Tinsvold just picked up her third. So Quinn hasn't been in that long, but certainly getting her money's worth late here in the fourth quarter. Mansfield misses that one short off the front of the rim. She's now 1 for 3 from the line. Second free throw up, and that one is good. 46-27. Tinsvold back to Ryan. Crosses the timeline. Off to the left wing, loses the handle, tosses it back in to Tinsvold. Tinsvold on the left wing and back up to Ryan. Ryan to Kearns. Kearns squares up. Katrina Ryan, three-pointer, top of the key, in and out, no good. Rebound, Emily Summers, shot won't go. Mansfield comes away with it, and then Summers going to be called for reaching in. Emily Summers picks up her second with 3 seconds left to go in the ball game. Mansfield heads back to the line. She's 2 for 4. 46-27. Hay Springs will advance and face the Crawford Rams as the first one is short off the front of the rim. Crawford defeated Cody Kilgore 53-23 earlier this afternoon. Second free throw is good for Mansfield. Makes it 46-27. 3, 2, 1. That will end the game. Hay Springs moves on. They win it by the final score of 46-28. Congratulations to the Sioux County Warriors. A well-fought game. They end their season here tonight. Congratulations also to the Hay Springs Hawks as they move on and get ready to take on the Crawford Rams Thursday evening, 6 o'clock, right back here in Gordon. Stay tuned. We'll be back with final scoring totals here from Gordon. Final score again, Hay Springs Hawks 46 and Sioux County 28. So let's take a look at some final unofficial scoring totals for the Hay Springs Hawks. Kate Roberts led the way tonight with 15 points. Whitney Hiding added 11. Emma Roberts finished with 8. Haley Summers finished with 5. Tana Badge with 4. Sydney Jancic with 2. And Katrina Ryan with 1. After going 2 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half, the Hawks went just 3 for 23 from the free throw line in the second half. They finished 5 for 27 from the free throw line. For the Sioux County Warriors, they end their season here tonight, led in scoring this evening by the senior Kate Kling. She had 10 points to lead the Warriors. Abby Mydell finished with 9. Rachel Ellis with 5. Cindy Mansfield finished with 3. And Devin Sanderson with 1. The Sioux County Warriors 9 for 18 from the free throw line in the game. Again, the final score 46-28. Thanks again for tuning in on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net coverage of Hay Springs Hawk Basketball 2015.